wanted to kind of tell you my story. I realize I probably haven't done that yet on any of my videos, but kind of a little background of who I am and where I come from type thing. I'm 33 years old. I'm from northern Utah, born and raised on a family farm that's been in my family for about 100 years, coming up on 100 years here in the next little bit. It's kind of a side farm. It's not a full income. It's not what we make our full income. I'm actually a lineman for the city, electrical lineman, so fix power lines and power poles, and when the power goes out, they call me to go put it back on. But that's what I do for my full-time gig. And then I farm. We run a decent chunk of land. We just grow mostly alfalfa and grain, some grass, stuff like that. Pretty simple. We have some of our stuff we have to hire out to have done. We do mostly small bales. Anyways, just farm stuff, a few cows once in a while. But I got into bees in like 2012, maybe even a little bit before that, and my father and I tried them for a few years, overwintered a few, did okay, got some honey, didn't really know what we were doing, just like every other beginner beekeeper, unless they really research it. But I loved it. I thought it was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. However, it was pretty financially expensive, and it wasn't something that we, I guess, we're going to pursue at the moment. We thought, nah, this isn't worth the time and the money. So we quit for a while. Well, then I decided that I wanted to get back into it myself once I got to a more financial stable part of my life. I thought, we got the property, got the spaces, we had some equipment that we had purchased from previous, and I says, I'm going to take it serious this time and I'm going to do it. So I started doing it. And I took it very serious, and just like everybody else that has kind of got into it, I grew to love it really fast, and I almost immediately knew that this time that I took it serious, that I was ready to pursue it and to make it bigger than just a little hobby. It's a hobby to me, but I want to get to the sideline stage where I can make some money off of it. It can sustain itself. It's good for the farm. I've got the places to put it, the bees. I've got the stuff to do it. I've cash flowed everything. So it's been working out really good. My goal is to get anywhere between my main goal is I want to keep bees alive, and I want to successfully overwinter bees. That's my main goal. I don't necessarily care on how many colonies I have. I prefer quality over quantity. So I would take 10 really good hives over 20 mediocre hives, because to me that's just financially better. I look at it kind of as a livestock perspective. If you've got sick cattle or bad ground or something, you have to do something with it, and you can't just keep carrying it. So I want to have quality instead of quantity. My goal is to sell some nukes this spring. I'm going to try doing some queen rearing. I'm just going to do it. I don't know really what I'm doing, but I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna figure it out. Or I'm gonna fail miserably trying, which probably will happen, but then I'll learn, because every lesson is a lesson learned, whether it's a failure lesson or a success lesson. still a lesson. I haven't 100% decided on what I'm gearing towards, whether I want to try to gear it more towards honey or nuke production, maybe sell some queens. I'm still kind of in that deciding. I want to try the queen rearing, see how I can do at that, and if that goes good, maybe I'll kind of go that way. I haven't quite decided yet, so we'll see as time goes on. But I want to talk about the bees, kind of how they are for me, more than just a hobby or a sideline or whatever you want to call it. I struggled with, I was in the military, I went through some stuff in my life where I've developed a pretty bad relationship with alcohol. I've kicked that habit for now, and I've been sober for almost 2 years. Made some pretty big life changes, got super involved with the bees, and I feel like I owe the bees a lot of credit to staying sober and to staying in a better mindset and a life. They've given me something that I've enjoyed. There's something about those bugs in a box. There's something about being in a beehive, the smells, the sounds, the way that it's connected to nature and the farmland, and it's just, there's just something pure about bees, and I owe them a great amount of gratitude for the sake of my family and my life. The bees have really done wonders for me. They're more than a hobby. They're more than a business. They have helped change my life significantly in ways that I can't explain. They've gave me something else to focus on rather than some of the other issues and the demons and stuff that I've had to fight in my life. They've gave me a really good, healthy, well, I don't know, financially they probably cost more than what I spent on my on my drinking problem, but hopefully the wife doesn't hear that. But the bees have been a really good, healthy change for me, and I'm in it to take it serious, and I'm in it to learn and to grow. I have watched, I feel like, every YouTube video there is about beekeeping. I'm sure most of you feel that way, and I'm trying to get my own little followers, and that's just my own story. I just want to help others. I want to show, whether I help them by showing them how I failed or showing them how I succeed. I don't care how I help. I just want to help, whether it's from these videos or having somebody in the local area that needs some help with something. I don't know. But anyways, that's my story with bees, and kind of how they, well, a little bit of background from me. But if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe and share. Thanks.